Well, how we doing, guys and gals? Welcome back. This is Neighborly Homestead. Appreciate you stopping by and taking the time to click on this video. Today we're outside and not a whole lot going on, but we've got to get our firewood racks for the house restocked. Normally I have helpers for this, but the kids are all gone at a 4-H meeting today, so it's just giving me a chance to get some stuff done around the house here and outside. So but I wanted to show you guys these racks. I think I've done a video on them in the past, but we had bought the original one back when we bought our wood stove, and there was a local guy making them. I forget now which one it is. It might be this one was the original one, but anyways, I had the idea of doing a couple more of them and making them mobile. I'll bring the camera closer here in a minute and show you what I did, but at our shop I had actually had one of the guys on the side make these racks up and bend them up in our tubing bender, and I bought some wheels for them, and so we've got 4 of these total. And normally on a normal 275 gallon IBC tote we can get just about 4 of these racks out of one basket of wood. Normally we don't let them all get empty to have to fill them all at once, but it is nice to be able to fill them when you have time, and to not be forced to have to bring wood in you know, during the week after work at night or whatever when it's dark. So being able to do it on the weekend at your leisure is a little bit more friendly. So, but give you some quick measurements on these things. They are about 34 inches inside width. They are about 26 inches to here to where the bend is, because they flare out at the top a little bit. And then they're 36 inches to the top here. And I think they're about, yeah, they're 12 inches wide this way, so 16-inch firewood, 14-inch firewood would work, but they work pretty good. Let me grab the camera, bring you a little bit closer. One other thing, for a couple of years now I've been fighting with these things. We roll them down our sidewalk, right onto our porch and into our sunroom, where our sunroom has a sliding glass door, and I have the threshold that I have to get these over. Well, when they're full of wood, they're a little bit heavy. And the downside is when you have to grab them like this and they're full of wood to get them over the threshold, you're already at your max lift in that height. So yesterday, me and Ian went to the shop and I made some handles. I've been wanting to do this for a long time, and just finally said enough is enough. So we made these handles, and I don't know how well you can see this, but I just got a piece of channel iron with a couple tabs and a piece of pipe for a handle. And I've got 2 of them. They're both faced the same way, so it doesn't matter which one you use where. But you can lock them on here. I don't know how well you guys can see that. I will bring you closer. I can lock them on, and even with the wood in there, you got to wiggle them in there a little bit. But I can just pick the rack up, and then I can take them off. I can go to the other end, do the same thing to get that end over the threshold. So this is a lot easier. It's a back saver. So I'll show you these again. You got the tabs. I can just turn them like that to get them on there, and then obviously when they're heavy, they're going to be, or when they're full, they're going to be a little heavier than just the way I'm picking them up now, but they work pretty good. So kind of happy with the way they turned out. So there's kind of more of a close-up of the rack. You can see the top. The tops kind of flare out a little bit, and then I got these wheels. They're little double, like dually caster wheels. They all swivel. These ones here We welded two of them solid, and the other two swivel. Started out with all four of them swiveling, and when you got to go down the sidewalk there, they wanted to roll off the side unless you had two people, and it was not very pleasant, and I did not want to have to clean up a mess after tipping one of them over. But all right, I'm probably going to throw you guys in time lapse, and we'll get these racks filled up. So stick around, enjoy the music. All right, so we got one filled, one partial. Basket's empty. We got to go get another basket. Let me show you where we're going. You got to get that one right there. All right, that is a heavy basket. That's a 330 tote, and it is full of hard maple, a little bit of ash. We got some beech, hard maple, a little bit of ash. Okay, that might be applewood. That's definitely applewood. You can tell by the color, no bark. A little bit of hickory. Take a piece of black locust. A lot of good wood in there, but it is heavy. Tractor wouldn't pick it up with the cover on it with the snow, so all right, let's finish getting this filled. All right, we're going to call that full. As I said, from there to the top of that bend is 3 feet. So I've got that filled probably 42 inches anyway. That's going to be pretty heavy. And if you were wondering, the first basket we did was a mix of hard maple and mostly ash. And then, like I said, this basket, a little bit of everything. There's some very well seasoned hard black locust, very hard dry wood. We got some beech. This here, applewood. You can tell by all the funky lumps where the branches and stuff came out. Ash. Let's see. There's a piece of hard maple. That's beech. And right there's some hickory. Smooth bark hickory. You can see the heartwood, the color there. You can't sell all the good stuff. Sometimes you got to enjoy some of it. I look forward to burning different kind of species of wood and seeing what kind of heat and flame you get from it. Let's try the handles on this full rack and show you guys how that works. One thing I didn't do on the first rack, I didn't leave myself a gap. I think I need to try to plan a gap in there just for getting these in. So anyways, I can pick that rack up with ease now, and I can pull it right over the threshold, set it down, take these off, go to the other side, pick up the other end. That is exactly what I wanted them to do. Anyways, guys, that's about all I got for this week. As you can see, with all this going on, we are in full-blown winter mode. It's about 15 degrees out, I think, today, which is a welcome warm-up. If you can call it a warm-up. 15 feels warm after a week full of single digits and negative wind chills. Been using the snowblower quite a bit. But you could see how much snow is on top of them baskets. And that is condensed. That stuff has settled quite a bit. All in all, we probably got over 2 feet of snow total, and it's settled. The pile that the kids play on, it's well over my head. But anyways, guys and gals, appreciate you watching. Let me know down in the comments what you think of the wood racks and the handles. I think they're going to work out quite well, and it suits our setup, because with the way our house is, I can't bring the tractor in a basket right up to the porch. I wish I could. That'd be awesome. In my bachelor days, I probably would have wished I could have set the tote right in the sunroom. I don't think that would fly nowadays. But let me know if there's any of you guys out there that would have done the same. I'm sure there's several. So, all right, guys. Well, good Lord willing, I will catch you on the next one. Take care, stay warm, and we'll see you.